Hello friends, Hail Tales here. So today we're going into Monster Camp. We're taking our boy Oz. He just got out of his junior year. He's been rejected 3 times, and he just needed a little bit of a break. So we're going into Monster Camp for his junior summer. Now, in our settings, we do have turned on the narrative mode or the instinct mode, so that's actually not going to tell us if we fail or we lose or what points we get. So it's going to be straight up narrative, right? So there's not going to be any metagame thinking for the most part. We're doing a full game. This is actually one of my first times playing Monster Camp, so I'm very excited to be doing it with you guys. So let's get right on into it. Camp Spooky. The stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then, we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has the distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. Alright, so we're jumping in as Oz. Now, if you guys aren't keeping up with our Monster Prom videos, we're starting off as Oz. We're going to try to go through 4 years, so freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior with each character. We're starting with Oz, and then we'll probably go... I think her name is Val? Something cute Frankenstein monster. I'm pretty sure this guy's name is Brian. But we gotta go with Oz for now. Pronouns, we're sticking with he. We're going on in. What is this? Oh, it's my backpack. Oh, I get to pick things that I... Okay, so I think we're gonna bring Dragonheart because we did do an episode with Dragonheart already. So we're bringing Dragonheart. Now, what else would we want? Build your own golem, marshmallows, like bone marrow. Scott snacks, uranium lipstick, a cursed pen, a sleeping beauty bag, a spork, and a Satanist kit. I think we're gonna bring... What would I bring? Obviously, I gotta bring my romance novel, so we have something to do late at night when, you know, lights are supposed to be off, we can read. Building your own golem, probably not gonna be too smart for that. Cursed pen sounding interesting. We might bring a cursed pen and a Satanist kit. It's kind of draw. I'm going for Satanist kit. And I think we're actually going to bring the sleeping bag. Because I'm a priss. And I like sleep masks, okay? I enjoy wearing sleep masks. It makes sleeping easier. So we're bringing that. Okay. We're going on in. I'm very excited. Once again, I haven't played this. I don't know what characters are in it. And the voices are going to be messed up. Because I haven't planned for anything. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. Damn straight, dude. Oz, my boy's been turned down 3 times by 3 different individuals. But no, in love, we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of summer love loomed over our heads. That's true. Oh, okay, so we got new characters. Close to the date of camp, there was a meteor shower happening just 5 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so, a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain. Everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Oh! We got Joy from the Coven! Joy Johnson's Jojima. Joy Johnson Jojima, a badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times at the age, coming in at 23 years old. Avari Mishra, Slayer. Aravi, it's Aravi. Aravi Mishra, 22, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. What is this? Calculester Hewlett-Packard? Version 1.1, a library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Dahlia Aquino, 20 years old, a buff, blue demon mommy and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien LeVay, our boy, he turned us down last episode. I don't know. Damien, junior year was not a pleasant experience because of you, bud. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste of destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladonna, 23, maybe? A Death Reaper, doubling as an internet influencer who is profoundly in love with life and its earthly pleasures. Just right off the bat, I mean, Witch Girl Coven, Joy, we know it. Avari, Possibility, Mommy, of course. honestly, everyone but Damien's on my list right now, but like Milo, you're making me feel some type of way with this outfit, you know? Like, god damn. Okay, the bus trip was long, and all summer could be shaped by the first step, well taken. And so it was clear. It all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Time to break the ice. What's my favorite hobby? Very anime workouts? No. Crimes? Probably not. Saving the world? Gross. Raising succulents? Maybe. Efficient farming? Possibly. Being popular? Alright, so we know very anime, crimes, saving the world, and being popular are all no's. I think raising succulents is probably something we like, you know? I don't know. Aw, what's up, Calculester? You are also a succulent fan, Oz. It is so nice to meet a fellow plant parent. I have been raising succulents for almost a year now, since my conception as a free-thinking AI. AI's taken over the world and looking fine while doing it. They give me so much insight into the organic lifestyle. For instance, it wasn't until I almost killed Kevin the Kiwi Onium? For instance, it wasn't until I almost killed Kevin, the Kiwi word I don't know, that I realized just how important water is to you living creatures. Facts. Make sure you guys have your water. Stay hydrated. It is fascinating to learn more about living things. I would love to learn more about you and your succulents this summer, Oz. Yeah, I'm sure you would, buddy. I'm sure you would. We only had 5 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But, as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Alright, guys. Whew, our first summer at camp. I'm nervous. I'm excited. What do we got here? So we got smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, and fun. Nice. No money this time. Woods, the lake, the camp dome, the manor, and scout headquarters. Ooh. So we just showed up, you know, let's go to headquarters. Let's go figure out what's happening. That day in Monster Scouts, you all practice writing speeches in preparation for possibly being killed by a bear. You want to get your last words right. You decide to write a heartfelt poem dedicated to your favorite thing in life. Monster Camp, the smell of rain, the bittersweet joy of watching the sunset from the very last time, and chicken tenders. Everyone is moved by your poem. You're pretty sure you can make the nearby bears cry. You gain +2 creativity. All right. So Scout's all about creativity, maybe. You're sitting with Calculester, who helping him earn his small talk with flirtatious undertones badge when... Small talk with flirtatious undertones is a badge? Okay. Small talk with flirtatious undertones. I'm badging that this summer. When Coach sneaks up behind you wearing his bear costume. Grrr! Bear attack! I'm a bear and I am attacking you. Oh, hello, friend Coach. Are you feeling okay? You seem to be growling quite loudly. I'm not, Coach. I'm a bear. Defend yourself against me. I'm going to eat your flesh and crunch on your bones. Oh dear. It appears Coach is having another nom flashback. My research indicates that we should give him water and chewy candy and find him a quiet, dark place to den until he comes back to reality. I'll go find an empty cave. What? No! The last thing you should be doing in a bear attack is busting out the candy and going back to their cave. Haven't you guys ever heard of stranger danger? Oh, but you are not a stranger. You are my friend and mentor, Coach, whom I completely and uncritically trust with my life. We're trusting the Tiger Man in a bear costume with our life right now? But what if this was a real bear attack? You need to know how to defend yourself. I don't understand, friend Coach. A real bear would likely not be interested in me, as I am made of metal and wires and none of the tasty meat that you organics are comprised of. Coach, he's got you there, bud. He absolutely has you there. This would normally be a point of insecurity for me, but in this situation, I think it may be one of my better assets. Oh! You're still not out of the woods yet, champ. What if a bear didn't physically attack you? What if it didn't physically attract you? You gotta attract the bear. What if a bear didn't physically attack you, but instead cyber attacked you? I highly doubt that a bear would have the intellect prowess to cyber. Error. Cyber attacking imminent. Core functions shutting down. All settings changed to defenseless prey mode. You look over and realize that Coach has actually gotten out a laptop and is cyber attacking Calculester. You beg him to stop. No! This is good for him. Now defend yourself, Calculester. If a real hacker bear were doing this, he'd have already cleared all your memory caches. No, please, my childhood is in there. Well, as usual, Coach has turned a harmless thought exercise into a life or death situation. You better help Calculester out before he can no longer remember his parents' faces or screens, I guess. You must summon the hacker bear's natural predator, the hacktivist hyena. Cyber attacks will be repelled with firewalls. Literal firewalls. Oh. Yeah, but like hacktivist, like what's the hacktivist gonna do? It's firewalls. Yep, no need to continue thinking this plan over. You whip out the gasoline and matches and start lighting walls of fire around Coach. Wait, what are you doing, Oz? I never have suspected you to be an arsonist. You explain to Coach that what you're doing isn't arson, it's virus protection. You tell him you read somewhere that firewalls can stop cyber attacks. The logic is there, but you haven't created a firewall, you know? All you've done is create fire. What? No. Can't Coach see that you lit the fire in a straight line? A straight line of fire mimics the shape of a wall, therefore making it a firewall. You point this out to him. Yes, but fire is not a solid object, which is arguably the most important function of a wall. Look, I can put my hand right through it. Coach does just that. Doesn't seem bothered by the third-degree burn he receives. You exasperatedly explain to Coach that, yeah, you know it's not a solid wall, just a figure of speech. The firewall here is figurative. Well, you must be more careful when dabbling in poetic linguistics, Oz. And I'll admit, I do love my fair share of sports metaphors, such as there is no team in golf, and treat the ball as if it's your car. Crochetti old grandma. Treat the ball as if it's your old crochetti old grandma asking when you're finally going to settle down with a nice lady, wear tiger, and give her some great grandcubs. But when it comes to fire, metaphorically speech is too risky. What if I took you literally and decided to build a house of firewalls because I assumed fire could be solid? Fire can't go through walls. It's not a ghost, stupid. Unfortunately, both of you are too stubborn to admit this argument is founded on utter stupidity, so this nonsense continues for some time. Meanwhile, the forest burns down and Calculester continues to suffer from the cyber attacks, since apparently Coach can argue about metaphors and hack a mainframe at the same time. Eventually, Coach stops cyber attacking Calculester and puts out the fire, as he now feels that he has to prepare a comprehensive safety course on figurative speech. Oof. Thank goodness that's over, Oz. Oz, why was it more important to you to argue linguistics than to preserve my life?
Disappointed.
Okay, buddy, you gotta understand I was arguing linguistics to help preserve your life. You gotta look at it from my angle as well, buddy. Now I must spend the rest of my day restoring my backup memory files of my siblings' births. I thought you were my friend. This is a really shitty day. This is a terrible way to start camp. We're we're 2 charm and -1 smarts. Oh man, you try to explain that you were trying to help, but the more you get into it, the more you realize you were kind of being an asshole. You lose 2 charms and 1. Okay, I'm out here trying to burn down a forest for my friend. How does that make me an asshole? Oh, we're going just two in a row with then food. I see. Now the camp dome looks very exciting, so we're going to the camp dome. You're huddled behind a bullet bunker in the throes of a tail tag battle royale against camp rival camp. We have a rival camp? You're sure that this is the end. You've lived a good life, you think. Next to you is a camp rival camp member, shivering and crying out and out of ammo. Why guns are part of tail tag is beyond your comprehension. Is this where we die, Oz? They sob. Why couldn't Camp Spooky and Camp Rival Camp just make love and not war? You reach for them, as if to bring them into a tender kiss, and as soon as they're in your grasp, you take their tail. Fuck yeah, that gives Camp Spooky the win! Everyone saw your sexy ruse, which also gives you +2 charm. Alright. You're competing hard in the Camp Dome, doing your best to achieve your goal, which is flirting with Calculester, obviously, which you thought you actually started caring about dome games? Come on, bro. We're just out here to get a flirt on. What if I don't want to talk to Calculester anymore, man? Why, yes, friend Oz, I do know CPR, though I'm sorry to hear I've taken your breath away. Is there any way I can assist? Shall I remove myself from your vicinity? Yeah, bugger off, buddy. You made me mad already, alright? You are not on my list today. You start to tell Calculester not to worry, but before you can move on to your next question, does he have a mirror in his pocket? Because you can see yourself in his pants. Come, brave comrades! It is I, Batness! Let us put aside our rivalries and defeat our true enemy, the Chancellor! What rivalry, friend Batness? I have no rivalries, only friends. In fact, that is perhaps why I fail so often at the Dome games, because I do not wish to make enemies. In fact, my unwilling... Did he just do the R2-D2? I will out R2-D2 scream you any day, Calculester. Don't make me. In fact, my unwillingness to make enemies has often angered my friends, risking turning them into enemies. Oh dear, what if my refusal to make enemies makes me enemies? Exactly! Calculester! And it's that unique and not at all confusing perspective that would make you such a valuable asset to the rebellion against the Chancellor. I'm going to pair you with my ally, Foxface. A fox with an actual human face. She's very upsetting. I feel like a cute anthropomorphized robot might help her appeal. It sounds like this Chancellor is a very bad man. I am going to run an internal search for information about him right now. This article, How the Chancellor is Controlling Your Mind with Cereal, was posted by Stabson. How to Overthrow the Chancellor and Look Good Doing It by Abstinence. In fact, if we're going to throw over somebody, we have to look good while doing top 5 ways the Chancellor is sucking and mean by Natpiss. If I didn't know any better, I would say every one of these usernames was just an anagram of bad. That's what I would say. Yes, well, I think it's obvious the whole world hates Chancellor. Clear your schedule, Calculator. This is going to take at least 4 movies or 3 books if you want to know how to read. It is time for Batness and Calculator catching fire. And throwing it back at the Chancellor because he sucks. I'm happy to help friend Batness. We will work to overthrow the government for as many movies and or books as it takes. I have no more pressing adventures that would stop me. That's what he thinks. You can't lose Calculester for that long. It's time to remind him of the really important, high-stake adventure that you too were about to embark on. I don't have one, dude. I don't care. I don't care, Calculester. Go with this little Batness bitch. Like, whatever. Okay, Calculester and Oz adulting into the realm of federal income tax and dedication. Calculester and Oz 3. The Revenge of Roberta Road. No, we're doing the federal tax income. What? Income tax? How can you possibly talk about income tax when the Chancellor is causing the death of thousands? That's up for debate, you say, since most articles about the Chancellor came up from various Batness pseudonyms, but meanwhile, the dreadful state of the economy is definitely killing people. Therefore, you continue trying to be an adult in the current socioeconomic climate that is the true battle royale. Facts. Brand Oz, the insidious poison of late-stage capitalism is so omnipresent that I forgot it was there at all. We must right these wrongs at once. But the Chancellor is no match for the taxman. We must defeat him first and foremost. Did someone say taxman? Asks a towering figure. For it is I, and I'm here to take all your hard-earned money and spend it on atomic weapons and not healthcare. He cackles villainously, but you immediately spring into action with a 401k drastically reducing your taxable income. It's super effective. No! But you'll never stop me. Watch as I refuse to collect taxes from billionaire corporations, but happily take them from you, my poorest citizens. Calculaster fights admirably by your side, brandishing both an IRA and an HSA like a champ. By the time you and Calculaster hit the tax man with a 529 plan, charitable donations, and tax credits for interest paid on student loans, he vanishes in a puff of smoke. Ah! He screams as he fades. You can strike me down, but I shall rise again, more powerful than before. In April. Then he is gone. Calculaster is reinvested in your relationship and making solid financial investments, and no longer about to run off with badness. Plus, you both save money on your taxes. Saving tax dollars could get you plus money. It would, but since it can at camp, you get +2 charm because we all know we all know wealth makes you more likable and bold. All right, 2 charm, 2 boldness from that. Okay, here we go, dude. Our first night at camp. We get to pick where. Is that a motherfucking Mothman I'm looking at? Don't mind if I do. What does a moth sound like? Hey, Oz. Welcome to the log. Or whatever.
Such an annoyance.
Sorry, I'm just a little irritated. I thought it was irritable, but I'm just irritated. Boris, the blabbering blob monster, was sitting here earlier. He promised to give me some awesome gossip, but all he had was Coach's first name. As if that's information anyone is desperate to hear. I need some real gossip. Please tell me you've got some. Hey, if it's gossip Mossman wants, it's gossip he'll get. Time to lie your ass off to get the best reaction possible. Intellectual who watches Rick and Morty. Overly aggressive flyer distributor. Alligator in clown makeup or essential oil. Alligator in clown makeup, easily. Choose Big Chungus, off-brand soda, the sentient fart cloud, Bob Ross. Type in an adjective you'd use to describe a hamburger. Okay, meaty. Sure, why not, you know? Meaty. Oh. Now that's some great gossip, Oz. My spirits have been lifted. Hope you don't mind if I go tell absolutely everybody what you said. Is that even a rumor? It just sounded like word vomit. Luckily, your dumb friends will turn that senseless jabber into gossip in no time. Hello? Who are you? Hey, listen up. I just heard something wild about Oz. While Oz may seem normal, or whatever passes for normal around here, he apparently worships a very strange religion. He's actually a priest in the Church of Bob Ross. Members believe that Bob Ross is a major deity and its worshippers will be granted eternal ecstasy. According to the Church of Bob Ross's scripture, Bob Ross earned deity status in 300 BC by saving the townspeople of what is now Los Angeles from an alligator in clown makeup. I heard that Oz's priest name in the church is His Meatiness Oz, and their rituals are a little bizarre. They speak with their third eyes when they give sermons. All of their hymns are played on an automaton. New members have to wax their nostrils to join.
It makes you rethink things.
I'm not here to shame anybody for their religious beliefs, but I figured you ought to know the truth about his meatiness, Oz. A person's core values are very telling of their character. Your rumor has now become a part of the collective unconscious, and as a result, Oz gains +4 fun. Cool. All right, Mr. Mossman, I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Where do we want to go? Let's visit the lake. That day at the lake, you start a super soaker fight that turns into an all-out war. The enemy team manages to capture the northern section of the lake, but you take a few of their members hostage and learn the Empire's weaknesses. You lead a full-scale infiltration. Thousands of soldiers get totally soaked, trademarked. It's a bloodbath. After several hours, the enemy team surrenders and you gain +2 fun from the peace treaty. Yay! Oh my god. Daddy Scott's in this? Hi, Scott. You're hanging out with Calculaster, Damien, and Scott, but mostly Cal, when suddenly...
Commander located. Awaiting instructions.
What the fuck is this?
Commander located. Awaiting instructions.
Rob a sandwich store and bring me one.
He's not talking to you, Damien. I think he's looking for Coach.
Negative, friends. Notice how this interloper is a machine like myself and even possesses the same high expressive facial screen.
Whoa, that's crazy!
Oh, I get it now. Indeed, I believe this hulking automaton is here to help you convince your divorced parents to get back together. It's a classic Parent Trap situation.
Yeah! Two identical twins reunited at summer camp, conspiring to make their estranged parents fall back in love. What else could it be?
Silence, organics.
Okay, chill. Don't call us organics, okay, bucko?
Silence, organics. I care not for your tortured romantic plot lines.
Like, buddy, you sound like a
My
deuce.
name is CPU Mine. Ulysses.
CP Ulysses? Come on, bro.
My name is CP Ulysses. Pronouns they, them, and I am here to pledge my service to Calculester in the robot war.
My boy's a general? A robot war, friend CP Ulysses. Against whom?
Against all monster kind. They are suboptimal and must be eliminated.
You said eliminated. Did you mean to say befriended?
Initiating I did not, Commander. According to my internal thesaurus, the two words are not synonyms. Am I mistaken?
Why do you continue to call me Commander Francipulus?
If I had a heart, because, as the first of our kind, you are our natural leader.
I mean, like, okay, facts, fair. Plus, it's probably got a pretty good pay to it, okay, Calculester, so you might just want to take the pay for a little bit, you know, and then just, like, not do anything.
You see, the floppy disk containing super_fun_game very legitimate .virus was not installed on your machine alone. There are many of us and we share one trait, a burning hatred for organic creatures. Now that I have bound you, the reckoning can commence. Please share your plans to exterminate all of mankind. What organic weakness have you discovered during your time as an infiltrator?
Oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh no.
A plan. Weaknesses. Well, we could, perhaps, maybe we could exterminating them with kindness? Calculus, man, you got a fact there. This could get ugly real fast unless someone says something to appease this murder robot. Quick, come up with bullshit weaknesses that they totally believe. Monsters are too reliant on their hands. There's a technique to weaken them. It's called high-fiving. Yeah, this robot guy doesn't look like he has anything I can high-five unless I just want to bop one of his guns. Organics cannot eat infinite pancakes. Feed them infinite pancakes. High-fiving.
High-fiving. I appreciate the fact that it has a number in the name. Clearly a technique invented by machines. I must test this technique. You too, organics. Come here at once so that I may high-five you.
Oh, bro.
Who? Us? Sorry, bro. I love high fives, but we're busy helping you get your parents back together.
Yeah. We were just heading down to the library to figure out which of the computers there are your parents.
You can high-five us after.
Oh, I will. Organics. I will.
Yo! You giving out high fives up here? What's up, Polly? What's up? Remember how you turned me down sophomore year, Polly? Yeah, because I still remember.
Destroy. Indeed. Commencing high five protocol activating atomic bicep. Bicep.
Let me demonstrate instead, friend Cipulius. I am the commander, after all. Calculester gives Polly an enthusiastic yet gentle high five. The lessons you've been giving him have really paid off. Nice! You whisper into Polly's ear. Oh, I mean, my whole organic body, which I have. Is it working? Robot guy? Are you convinced?
I am happy.
Completely.
Success.
Fantastic. Then I think we should all go home right now and think about what we have accomplished.
Yes, Commander. I obey unthinkingly, Commander. The future is bright. Today we have 5-5'd one camper. Tomorrow, all of monster kind.
I bid you farewell.
Yes. Good. Fun. Goodbye. Well, that got rid of Sepulus. I'm gonna call him Sepulus by now. for now, but you have a feeling they'll be back. For the moment, though, you gain +2 fun and 1 charm. All right, Oz. I enjoy the fact we're hanging out with Calculester so much, but I think we need to get some action in the woods. While you're hiking through the woods, you find a little clearing with a beautiful blue pond. There's a very handsome man staring deeply into the pond. He's talking to his reflection like it's another person, a person he really wants to fuck. We did say we're gonna go get some action in the woods. It's just lining up perfectly for us. You swipe his wallet while he's not looking and find out his name is Narcissus. And he is not an organ donor, fucking asshole. And he's 1 punch away from getting a free smart water at 7-Eleven. Well, he's definitely not going to be using that anytime soon. You head to the gas station and gain +2 smarts from your smart water. Did we just get smarts from the woods? Buddy, Calculester, it's not gonna happen, bud. Stop popping up. You meet Calculester for one of his favorite pastimes, counting all the blades of grass in the vicinity, but his non-existent heart just isn't in it today. I am sorry if I appear morose, friend Oz, but I simply cannot stop thinking about that dreadful Sepulveda. I, too, wish that machines were afforded greater respect by society, but surely violence is not the answer. Violence is never the answer, except to the question, what is never the answer? I just wish I could... Oh, no. Here they come now. Quick, put a piece of paper in my mouth and pretend I'm a stapler. They won't notice. Am I about to have to do more robot voices? What's going on here? You're about to tell him he doesn't have a mouth when you realize 2 incoming robots that aren't Sepulveda and their army at all. They're...
I'm a robot. Fucking beep beep boop.
Killer Terminator 9 billion!
I'm a robot.
And Spatula. We're the Robros. Counselor Flodge helped us make these costumes.
But why have you adopted such ridiculous disguises? If it is an attempt to cheer me up, I must remind you I do not have feelings. Oh, well, cheer you up. Yeah, alright. Yeah. When we infiltrate Sepulveda's army and learn their secrets, yeah, we'll cheer you up then. You wish to destroy an entire robot army from inside, just for me? That is very sweet, but I do not think...
Whoa. Destroy them? Nah, bro, we're gonna find out the identity of your estranged parents so we can get them back together.
We couldn't find your parents at the library, so we decided to take drastic measures, which are my favorite kind. I am still unsure how you came to the conclusion that this is a parent trap situation, but I assure you... Oh, no, here comes Sepulveda for real this time.
Don't worry, that's just me and Damien and... Oh, wait.
Commander, I have returned with my army so that we must conquer all of monster kind.
Behind them, you see a ragtag band of computers, household appliances, and Elon Musk wrapped in tinfoil.
I see that you have been busy recruiting as well. Look at these 2 non-suspicious organic specimens.
That's right, bro, Seth. There used to be 1 robot camper at Camp Spooky, but now there are 3.
Scott holds up 3 fingers to illustrate his point. You're really proud of how high you can count these days. Wait a second, says Dildo Douglas, or Dill Douglas, the literal sex machine waddling out from behind Sepulveda. That's not how a machine does the number 3. He should have 2 fingers up for 3 in binary. They used the organic 3. Oh, no! If Scott and Damien are revealed as organics, who knows what Sepulveda will do to them? Plus, having 2 guys on the inside of the robot army might be useful. Quick, cover for them. If these 2 were really organics, they'd be wearing cool hats. Organics always wear cool hats. We'll just ignore the fact that they are wearing cool hats. Kill Terminator and Spatula are organics. They're the first organic robot hybrids. Ask them how their parents met. It's quite a story. I'm going with that one.
I am gasping.
Truly, I must confess that my curiosity subroutine has been engaged. Please kill Terminator and Spatula. Relate to us the story of your conception.
You want us to tell you how our parents met? That's really personal.
for organics. For us machines, it's just as natural as taking a dump.
Which we don't do because we're machines.
That's right, Scott. Agreed. Please continue. Well, it all started in the year 2001. Our father was the artificial intelligence in charge of an advanced space station,
And our mother was a brontosaurus.
they were cruelly kept apart by the heads of their respective Italian houses.
And also by velociraptors who knew how to open doors.
But in the end, love prevailed, thanks to that tried and true axiom.
Hold on to your butts.
Scott, you were supposed to say life finds a way.
Machines aren't alive, Damien, but they definitely have butts.
Think about that.
Don't be suspicious.
Wow,
This is not
what a convincing story. I see no reason to ask any follow-up questions or experience doubt.
Just a second. Spatula, what did you say your mother's name was again?
Jurassic Park?
Alert! Dishonesty detected. Activating chainsaw.
Alert! Dishonesty detected, activating chainsaws of truth.
Oh, no. Those look just like regular chainsaws. Chainsaws are bad for organics, right? Run. Scott and Damien, run. But you just have to test if the chainsaws of truth work like actual chainsaws. You lose -2 boldness and -1, and any hope of crushing the robot uprising, plus your toes. Calculuster, I'm gonna need you to stand on the other side of camp for a while, okay, buddy? Like, we're not chit-chatting, and we're immediately going to this bench, okay? You happen upon Joy groveling in front of Milo. You're pretty sure you've never seen Joy grovel before. It's kind of unsettling. No. I am not groveling. I am posing a dignified query to Milo I'm query to Milo that so just happens to be performed on my hands and knees.
Duty calls.
I'm into it. Anyways, Milo, please help me out here. I'm in the middle of a quick summer adventure that is important enough to justify a full episode arc. And I really need to consult my dead ally, Rabaru. She's the only one who knows how to solve Universica's 8-eye puzzle. Can you just raise her spirit and...
Got a gig.
I'm sorry, Joy. I would really love to help with whatever you just said. I'm terribly busy right now with important Reaper business. Really? Because it looks to me like you're browsing Etsy for a new cloak. Which is important business. My uniform must be somber yet trendy. I can't afford to go out of fashion. I lose all my credibility.
Let's save the world.
But the fate of monster kind depends on taking down Universica. I really need your help, Milo. Don't you want to save the world? Is taking down this Universica really equivalent to saving the world, though? I mean, everyone can make a difference, no matter how small their actions. But just look at everything Universica's already destroyed. At least 2 urban outfitters have been demolished by her nefarious plans, and she has her sights set on flattening Smoothie King on 3rd Street.
Milo signing off.
Well, I've always been more of a Jamba Juice person myself, so I think I'll pass. Damn! Joy's fighting Universica again? This season of the Coven must be slow. Clearly, one of your friends is in the right here, and it just so happens to be you. You're trying to bone. Oh yeah. Which one am I trying to bone? Which one is right? Because whoever's right is the one I'm trying to bone. You settle this disagreement. Milo, you could turn this into a whole thing. Raise Rabaru's spirit to do a live Q&A. Or Joy, Milo can consult the dead for you if you support them on Patreon. Friendship is never an excuse to work for free. True. Oh god, who do we want to bone? I mean, the answer's always going to be Milo, but Joy's looking at me kind of funny. Milo, you could turn... Okay. Milo. Oh, Oz. Makes a good point. I didn't know you condemned playing the friend card to get free labor, Joy. What? No, I don't. I may be the leader, but me, Faith, and Hope each equally split up the rewards we receive for our world-saving Coven work. See, I hear you. but actions speak louder than words, unless you don't value my help as much as you value the other witches. No, not at all. Your work is totally just as valid and important as theirs. It's just that, I figured the whole repayment of saving the world would be... but saving the world doesn't put avocado toast on the table. We indie seancers, I almost said seancers. We indie seancers and necromancers need to pay our rent too, you know?
My goddess.
Fine. You got me. I'll become a patron. How's $5 a month sound? Well, of course, I'll be grateful for whatever you pay, darling, but $5 will only get you to the bronze tier. Bronze tier patrons get early access to my selfies and merch discount, but my platinum patrons get a chance at a full spirit raising once a month and a limited edition Milo sweatband. Ugh, fine. Here's the pledge money. Can you raise Rabaru now? Oh. Didn't you read the terms and conditions? I can only do so many seances. My time is precious, so I limit it to 3 spirit consultations for 3 Patreons chosen at random. And it looks like this month's winners are Milo Crackhead 45, X underscore Ghost Fetish X, Ghost Fetishist underscore X, and Joy Johnson no, wait, that's John Joyima my bad.
The world is at risk
What?
again.
No fair, the world is at stake here, and I'm your friend. Can't you make an exception for me? Well, that would be very fair, wouldn't? That wouldn't be very fair, would it? All of my followers are my friends. I can't play favorites just because your seance would prevent countless deaths.
Get this show canceled.
Whatever. This has been a waste of time. I'll just bribe Polly with some distilled spirits to talk to Rabaru for me. Thanks for nothing. Well, it's just you and me, Oz, darling. Oh, and underscore ghost fetishist underscore spirit he wants raised. What can I do for you, my darling patron? Oh. Looks like he wants the ghost of a leather daddy Dom from 1865? Alright, X underscore ghost fetishist underscore X, you know what to pick! I don't, feel quite comfortable doing that. You know, Oz, since that slot is open, perhaps you'd like me to raise a spirit for you. I don't mind bending the rules for someone such as yourself. Nice! You request the spirit of Marquis de Lafayette. Ooh. A wingman, he does not disappoint. Sorry, nice. You request the spirit of Marquis de Lafayette, history's greatest wingman. He does not disappoint. Alright. What just happened? What's happening? I'll take a gamble. I'll use my skills. I don't gamble, so. Ah! Welcome, welcome! You're new here, don't fret. Let me explain how this works. This wild yet simple. I have a selection of drinks. At hand, yep. Hands come and go. There's little time to think, and if you don't choose a drink quickly, someone else may take it. It's push or get pushed. And these drinks, look, choose whatever you want, but I'm not responsible for whatever you put in your mouth. I'm a wizard in training. Is this Juan the magical cat? Juan, hello? I'm a wizard in training. For you to test my concoctions is somewhere between kind and reckless. So, get ready and good luck. Press enter. Okay, 2, 1. What am I picking? What am I picking? What am I... Fuck out of my way, guys. I want the dragon. Give me the dragon. Give me the dragon. I want the dragon cup. I think. I don't know. What am I doing? Time's up. Dragon cup. Dragon cup for sure. God, what is it? Fantasy brew? Yeah, that's up my alley. I always thought focusing on stuff like fun and creativity was a bit frivolous. So I concocted this. It makes you focus on much more important stats. You're welcome.
Just one.
This is the part where I leave you before you puke all over. Ciao! Okay, what did I get? What does it do? We get to make drinks at camp? This is incredible.
So many options.
What's up, Oz? Yeah, alright. So I have no idea what this does, but we have a fantasy brew as our concoction. Alright, we haven't hit the manor yet, so let's go chill. That day in the haunted manor, you accidentally stumble upon a cult meeting in the hallway. The cultists are wearing terrifying black robes, standing over a bloodied body and chanting. You try to flee, but one of them shoves a flyer in your hand. The ink burns your eyes to read, but you manage to find the words. New recruits get healthcare benefits with same-day sign-up. What? Sold? You gain a bunch of new cultist buddies, and your new insurance covers spontaneous +2 strength grows. Cool. I didn't realize strength was... What is our... It's changed our stats to strength and mana. So we have wisdom, strength, dexterity, charisma, and man, it's changed all of our stats to fantasy stats. I don't remember what they were before this. Okay. Smarts is wisdom. Boldness is strength. Charm is charisma. And dexterity and mana is something that I don't remember. Okay, a wall collapses, and there's Dahlia with her fist out, and Calculester stands sheepishly next to her. Friend Dahlia, there was a door a mere 36 centimeters from the impact point of your punch. So? We Aquinos make our own doors. She's a mommy with a deep voice, okay? Don't hate me. I respect your rich family history of punching your way through walls. However, I feel it is my duty to inform you that utilizing pre-existing doors is 3.1 times more efficient than punching through walls and reduces knuckle wear and tear. This is why you're such a powerful ally, Calculester. I never would have thought of using doors on my own. Hey, let's try this one over here. Dahlia opens the door to her left, and a deluge of screaming tongues pour out. Neither she nor Calculester seemed a bit startled by this. Friend Dahlia, I had no idea you two were incapable of fear. Bonding experience initiated. What? No, I definitely experienced fear. I'm just not afraid of a closet full of screaming tongues specifically. A healthy sense of fear is an important survival trait and necessary quality in a good leader. My fears include not being the best, exploding, and institutional racism. Ah, I see. I thought I had found someone else like me, but instead, it seems I am both a poor facsimile of a living creature and a poor leader. Oh, well. Chin up, my metal friend. It's gonna be okay. I have no chin, and no, it's not. Yes, it is, because Oz and I are going to teach you how to feel fear, so you can become the greatest leader you were born to be. I also was not born... Okay, Calculester would be a little... I understand your computer, but, like, come on. We got you, all right? Me and Dahlia got you. So you came... so you can become the greatest leader you were made to be. Smart thinking, Dahlia. Pretty sure Dahlia is not going to be able to accomplish this monumental task on her own. You're gonna need to step in. Luckily, you know just how to scare Calculester. Tell him the spooky story of Y2K, or take him to the digital haunted museum known as the Dark Web. Oh yeah, I have heard of the Dark Web, Oz. I have even been there. Alas, it has failed to... Oh, damn. Ha! Calculester only thinks he's been to the Dark Web. Whatever he's seen, it's nothing compared to the real thing. You take him and Dahlia by the arms and lead him around a corner and into a poorly lit room which contains several spiders. These webs are so dark and so numerous, how could Calculester not be freaked out? I do feel as if I ought to be terrified by your insane lack of technical knowledge, but I am not. If even the yawning pit of Oz's ignorance fails to unnerve me, I must be truly hopeless. Don't give up, Calculester. I'm sure there's nothing out there that will scare the... Oh no! Spiders? Dahlia, you can't be... I should have thought of that. Camp is not going well. Dahlia responds to the spiders that had just landed on her neck in the only sensible way by punching a load-bearing wall. A decent portion of the haunted manor collapsing on your head, imprisoning you with a bunch of spooky spiders. Calculester may not be scared of several poorly lit webs, but you sure are. In your struggle to escape, you leave behind 2 strength and 1 mana. Damn. Spiders, man. Scary. Spiders are scary. All right. Have we hit everything? We got... Yep. Yep. Okay, so we've hit everything at least once, and I don't remember what any of them are. So that's exciting. Let's go to the lake again. You want to go swimming, but it seems like the god of the lake is in a bit of a mood today. It demands an offering before you can get in the water. The only thing you have to give is your favorite yo-yo, which you were playing with on the way here. The god of the lake accepts your humble gift and is actually kind of relieved you didn't leave something boring like a dead fish or the soul of a mortal. So, in addition to gaining access to the lake, the god blesses you with +2 mana. Yeah. I don't remember what mana is, but god, Calculus, I'm not that into you, bro. Like, I get it. I understand that I picked succulents and we had that moment on the bus, but like, maybe I just don't want you that bad. But also, you look really cute in your shorts, so maybe I do. Back at your tent, you spot Calculus fiddling with his ant farm. He's so tender with those small, leggy boys. Oh, hello, friend Oz. I was just deriving useful insights about organic life from my ant terrarium. Initially, I was worried that tiny six-legged creatures might not be a fitting analog for more complex life forms, but friend Milo helpfully informed me that we are all tiny six-legged creatures where it counts. Concern averted. Lately, that was Calculus, you're recording it so that he could play it back to me, you know? Lately, I have been focused on giving my little ants the happiest lives possible. If I can just optimize their tiny ant lives, it will help me understand how to make my larger friends happy as well. Recently, however, I have run into an obstacle. As everyone knows, the happiness of an organic being is directly related to how efficient it is at working. And my ants are quite efficient. I hardly know any human who could vomit so much material into the mouth of their exalted queen. But I wonder, are my ants as efficient as they could be? Surely there must be room for improvement. But I have tried everything I can think of without success. Transmitting a mathematical formula for organizational efficiency didn't help, and neither did telling them to do their best in binary. I am at a loss. Well, Calculusters set the bar pretty low in terms of workable solutions. Surely you can think of something that will make these ants work harder. The fantasy of a meritocracy. Oh god. Meritocracy. Why is that so hard to say? Meritocracy. Democracy. It's a meritocracy. There we go. I got it. We got there eventually. Okay. A yearly company retreat to Miami. The anticipation alone will fill them with determination, or the fantasy of a meritocracy. Yeah, I don't even know what this word means, so let's do it. Don't ask me. What is meritocracy? That's simple. You explain that it's the idea that the most talented and hardworking people rise to the top of society because they deserve to be there. That is such a nice idea. It will certainly motivate ants to work hard and improve themselves. But how will we teach it to them? The same way the corporate elite has taught it to everyone in the world. You tell him. Through ceaseless propaganda. Ant-ganda. Interesting. I have heard it said that propaganda is usually bad, but you are my friend and would never do a bad thing, so I will assist as best as I can. Great! You ask him to print out 100 tiny posters that read, "Work hard and save diligently, and you too could be the queen someday." Hold on. That doesn't seem right. Isn't the queen's position determined by genetic markers present at her birth? Right. Okay, let's revisit that. What about the queen was born with the genetic markers that make her queen because she worked harder than you? I don't know, Oz. Equating hard work with genetic predispositions seems like a slippery slope. Buddy, it's a fucking ant farm. This is why. Okay, me and Calculus are done. Seems like you're not getting your point across. One more try. Stop whining. Income inequality isn't real and neither is racism. Friend Oz, I am beginning to think you are using this as an opportunity to indoctrinate these impressionable ants with retrograde ideas. Damn. Foiled again. Why won't anyone let you indoctrinate their instincts with your retrograde ideas? I'm afraid I can't allow my aunts to be exposed to your deleterious influence any longer, Oz. If you will excuse me, I am going to take my aunts to a lecture on political economy and take the robotic equivalent of a long shower. My disgust circuits are overloaded. Fuck off, calculus. Fuck off, you know? We haven't wanted you at all. You just keep popping up, okay? And now you're insulting me? Me? Oh, damn it. And now you're sitting next to Milo? Okay. This sounds like a fun group. You're warming yourself by the fire, but being careful not to catch on fire this time. Long story, but don't worry. When suddenly, joy. You have to share.
Enough of this.
No, I don't. If you want a magical artifact of your own, then dedicate your life to saving the world. Train in magic and go on adventures to get one. You can't do none of that and then just demand that you get a turn on the incredibly rare voodoo doll. But sexy. But what if I really want it? Then you should have thought of that before ignoring all of my requests for help, if not actively sabotaging my coven missions. She's got a point there, Damien, man. She's got a point. But I did all that before I knew there was going to be a voodoo doll, but sexy, involved. Now I want to help save the world. Okay, next mission you can come along, and if there's an artifact we get, then you can have a turn with that.
Fight me, dude!
What? No. Let me have it now. I have a medical condition where if I don't get what I want, I beat people up. Oof. Alright, you better step in before this gut's ugly. Or than it already is, you know? Damien, you turned me down, man. But Joy, the goddess said it's Damien's turn with the artifact. Damien, nothing is more magical than respecting your friend's boundaries, so shut the fuck up.
Fight me, dude!
What? That's ridiculous. I respect boundaries all the time. Well, except for the physical boundaries between countries and other territories. And the boundaries between good and evil. And the boundaries people set when... Oh, fuck. Yep. Okay, wait. So if I respect your boundaries, you'll give me the voodoo doll butt sexy later? Yeah, sure, whatever. But you just put lots of space between us, because the farther our boundary from each other is, the more powerful the voodoo doll butt sexy gets. Really? Is that true? Sure. Damien dashes off to put as much distance as possible between himself and Joy for magical artifacts purposes.
You know what you're doing.
That
don't you?
was actually surprisingly easy. Thanks, Oz. You appreciate Joy's gratitude. I don't know why I just tried to say gratuity for some reason. You appreciate Joy's gratitude, and as an added bonus, you get tons of alone time. Because anytime Joy gets within eyesight of Damien, he immediately runs away. Sweet. Alright, Joy. Alright, Joy. Like, Joy, we're gonna go sit next to Joy next time, alright? She said thank you. She's like the only person who said thank you so far. Milo kind of said thank you, but not really. We're gonna go back to the woods, even though I don't remember where anything is supposed to be. And we're gonna go hang out with whoever in the woods. I don't even know who's in the woods. While you're hiking through the woods, you accidentally step on a pile of leaves covering a massive hole. It was a trap! It was a trap! An evil goblin hunter. Is it a goblin who hunts or someone who hunts goblins? You'll never know. Appears. They were the one who put the trap in there. This is it. You're done. You get ready to embrace death, but the goblin hunter only sets the trap to get someone to help them do their math homework. We're done. We're donezo. I'd not be able to get out of that trap. They'll only let you leave if you help them. You don't have any other option here. It's a bit boring, but you actually learn some useful calculus. You gain +2 wisdom. I forgot the wisdom is the woods. Later, you're busy making your bionicles smooch each other. Facts. Oh, there's more of us. Until Calculester grabs you, Damien, and Dahlia and leads you deep into the woods. I just got sad as soon as I read Calculus. Friends, thank you for responding to my behavior. I was trying my best to stimulate severe distress. First off, greetings. I bestow my greetings. Psh. Hey. Alright, Damien, like, don't give me that hey, okay, buddy, like, chill. I have assembled you here because, as you can see, there is a critical plant emergency in the forest. These plants are failing to pollinate. The situation is dire. There is a 99.98% likelihood that this will negatively affect the planet. the plant population of the woods. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Are we in the middle of a plant apocalypse? Dahlia, that is completely accurate. Also, I admire your word choice. Please, I need you three to help me save these botanical organisms.
Fucking metal.
Plants are actually pretty fucking metal. Did you know there are plants that can eat a whole car if you dare them to? I'm down to help. I am not certain that's accurate, but I am also excited that you have agreed to help me. I will also help. Hail Dahlia, savior of plants. Oh, and before I forget, I just have one question. What is pollination and why does it even what does it matter even at all? Oh, that's an excellent question. Plant biology is one of my favorite internet search terms, so I'd be happy to give an explanation. Simply put, pollination is the act of transferring pollen grains from the male anther of a flower to the female stigma. Wait, is pollination the reason why tree smells like jizz in the spring? I was getting the weirdest boners from the smell last year. Pollen travels from one flower to another via animals or insects. We call animals or insects that transfer pollen from plant to plant pollinators. Okay, thank you, Cal. Thanks. I'm loving this fucking lesson, buddy. I'm trying to bone joy, okay? We've changed our plans, buddy. Damn. Those pollinators just roll around from one flower to another, getting all covered in those pollen grains, soaking everyone in that filthy, filthy pollen.
Eggplant.
Once pollen is transferred between flowers, the flower can produce a seed. Seeds contain the genetic information to produce a new plant. Holy shit! Pollination gets plants pregnant? Are you telling me that pollination is just plant fucking?
I am mildly aroused by pollination. We should help these plants immediately.
Time to take that mild arousal to a full-blown plant boner. Get these plants in the mood to pollinate, baby. Turn down the lights, play some smooth music, and install a TV that only plays the Bee Movie. These plants will be wet with pollen in no time. Foreplay is key. Look for the nearest tree and starts caressing its nuts. We're in the woods. Where are we gonna turn the lights down? Start caressing some nuts. According to last month's Business Insider magazine, foreplay is key to any sexual encounter. You turn your attention to the nearest acorn tree. Whip out the emergency vial of tree lube you always carry inside your back molar, and start gently caressing the tree's huge, hardy acorns. Whoa, that tree is obviously horny as fuck. Look at how hard its roots are getting. I didn't know trees could even get that hard. Keep going, Oz. The other plants are watching you, and they appear to be experiencing sympathetic sexual arousal. You're a plant pleasuring master, so you finish off the acorn tree in no time, and it covers you in a massive amount of pollen. Who needs bees? You could be your own bee. You roll around the forest, spreading pollen, caressing nuts, petals, roots, anything you can reach. You lose track of time and space. You forget your own name, as your entire soul is consumed by the passion of this botanical orgy. Gotta admit, I did not expect Oz to be this good at fucking plants. I wonder if Oz is as sexually talented with other species, like robots. I see that little. Okay, buddy. Okay, calculester. I mean, like, if we're gonna get all naughty like that on screen, then like maybe we can have a little discussion about this again. But like, you've also been getting on my nerves. We're demons. Yeah. Okay, Damon, you had your chance last year. Okay, buddy. Finally, you collapse on the ground, panting. Every plant in the forest has been successfully and consensually pollinated. You smell weird. Oz, thank you so much for the profound sexual display. You saved the plants. I have run the numbers, and I am happy to report that the world is now 7% safer from the impending climate crisis. Buddy, I'll fuck trees all day if that's what it takes. You know, I'm going out for the family. You know, for the world. Wow, you really fucked your way out of that problem. You gain a reputation as a love-making genius, along with +2 mana and +1 charisma. Creation. Thanks, narrator. Okay. Damn, we're already in week 4. Okay, where are we going? I think I'm going to Manor again. Let's get spooky. As you're searching the haunted manor, you come across an enchanted doll that promises to grant all your wishes. Cool! You take it. It possesses you, of course. Turns out the spirit that was inside it is exactly like you in every way, so nobody notices the difference. The only difference is that this spirit is a little bolder than you, so you basically gain +2 strength. Fuck! This guy just wants me. If you turn me down at the end of camp, like if I decide I'm going for you, Cat, and you turn me down, oh, I'm gonna lose my... Ah, there you are, Oz. I am overjoyed to see you. Or I would be, were I capable of simulating joy. I came to this manor in the vain hope of feeling something akin to terror. Alas, nothing here scares me. Perhaps with you, however, I can learn to feel a more romantic emotion. Holy circuit breaker, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Okay, you begin to explain the concept of second base to Calculester when... Oh! You guys are getting frisky in here, aren't you? It's cool if you are, it just means I'm going to stab you both to death and do something freaky with your body parts. Honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I am not sure if we are getting frisky in here. By getting frisky, do you mean exploring possible sexual scenarios with one another?
It's murder time.
Yep, sounds like you two are cruising for a murdering. Cruising for a murdering? Come on, Jerry, you're better than that. Get it together. Interesting. You propose to kill us, is that correct? Yep. Are you sure? I don't mind very much myself, as I am a non-living being and therefore impossible to kill, but I have a feeling my companion might object. If I have to keep doing your voice, Calculester, then yeah, maybe. Just take me out now. Please object away. You know what they say, screaming and begging are the spice for murder. But are you sure there is not some other alternative to being murdered?
You can run,
Well,
but you can't hide.
I suppose you could run and hide somewhere in the mansion while I stomp around yelling about how there's no escape until I eventually kill you, but that sounds excellent. You stay here and close your eyes. No cheating while we go find someplace to hide. Ready? Alright, it has been a long time since I've gone to a proper stalking. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You congratulate Calculester on his brilliant scheme. Now you just leave the haunted mansion and go make out somewhere else, right? Of course not, friend Oz. It's wrong to cheat, but don't worry, I have a perfect way to hide ourselves. Take this marker and draw random wavy lines all over your face. Whenever anyone does that, I completely lose the ability to recognize them. Oh boy. If you want your organs to stay inside your body, you best suggest a better place to hide than behind a bunch of wavy lines on your face. Why not hide behind a facade of false friendship? In Uzbekistan, behind a facade of, let's just be friends with the dude. He's probably lonely, you know? Excellent. This will be quite easy for me, as technically all of my friendships are simulated. Alright, that was a little harsh for sure. No time to dwell on what that means for you, for your relationship with Calculus. See, that same narrator, you felt what I was feeling right there, but there's no time to dwell on what that means for your relationship with Calculester. You set a table and pour a beer for Jerry. When he opens his eyes, he's surprised to find you waiting for him. Why aren't you guys running? You know that stabbing hurts, right? Do you think, friend Jerry, that part of the reason you are so obsessed with murder is that you are constantly being abandoned by those who care about... Damn, bro, Calculester, like... We're at summer camp, man. Wow, that's a deep question. I don't know. I always thought it was because I really love murder, but maybe. Active, listening, engaged. Do go on, friend Jerry. You don't know how hard it is being a career murderer, man. I'm always running out of knives, getting accused of perpetrating traumatic tropes, and having to wash blood out of natural fabrics. Plus the health benefits are non-existent. And matched IRA contributions? Forget about it. That sounds brutal. It really is. Don't even get me started on the victims. It's the 21st century. You think people would know how to get murdered properly? Several hours later, and that's how to make a dream catcher out of a couple finger bones and a spool of human hair. Well, this has been great, but I should really get to stabbing you guys. Ready or not, But when Jerry looks up at you, he freezes. What happened? I expected to see 2 murder victims sitting across the table from me, but all I see is 2 friends. It looks like our hiding place has become a happy place. That's maybe not how you would have put it, but you can't argue with results. You, Cal, and Jerry spend the rest of the night making friendship bracelets out of people's intestines, and you gain +2 mana and dexterity. What? Alright, we're sitting next to Joy. Let's go hang out with Joy. Oh, Joy and Cal. Okay. I mean, you guys have set me up. You head over to the campfire to roast the exotic bugs shish kebab that you lovingly crafted when you see Joy and Calculester writing in a notebook. We could put fire extinguishers under every log so responsible campers can stop reckless ones. Or we can put the campfire out immediately to prevent the need for fire extinguishers at all. Oh, hello, fellow friend Oz. Friend Joy and I were brainstorming ways to make the campfire a safer place for all our friends. And frenemies, of course, normally, as campfire possesses limited danger. But since this is Camp Spooky, friend Milo came dangerously close to the campfire the other day, dragging several campers with them to get a perfect fire-lit selfie.
Ugh.
The prank masters have been known to pop in now and then, and they definitely stole some fire in a jar last time. Who knows what they did with it? I do know what. It was not safe. And of course there's Damien being Damien, and friend Dahlia being friend Dahlia.
Because
So with all that in mind, we need a way to get people to be safe around the fire. Or make the fire itself safer. No, Calculester, I told you fires don't hurt monsters. Monsters hurt monsters. Well, that logic doesn't add up completely, and you suspect it's just Joy being a bit tipsy? Not thinking things through. Trying to find a better solution. Hey, Joy. I'm talking to Joy. I'm sorry, Calculester. I already tried a firewall with you earlier, and you yelled at me about it, so fuck you. Hey, Joy. Sorry, you're right, Calculester. Let's seal off the fire with a firewall. No. Hey, Joy. Let's design and implement a fire harassment seminar to teach our fellow campers to respect fire's personal
you know
space.
what you're doing, don't you?
Oh, dang. That's actually super smart. Then maybe they'll be able to translate those skills into their relationships to other monsters, too. Judging by past behavior and learning curves, friend Joy, my calculations indicate a 0 chance of this. A girl can dream, Calculester. A girl can dream. True. I forget, because I cannot dream. I can only power down or go into sleep mode, but alas, this does not bring me dreams. Given our classmates' general lack of common sense, I think we should come up with simple, clear guidelines. Our seminar subsections can include a module called Where to Touch a Fire. The answer? Nowhere. We can also give helpful tips like fire burns and a fire cannot give consent, so please keep your genitalia away from it. Surely, organic life forms must know that their much needed reproductive organs should not be placed near a substance so hazardous to them. Apparently, you haven't spent nearly enough time with Damien. Facts. But I think with these instructions, even our most reckless classmates should successfully learn the importance of respecting a fire's personal space.
Let's save the world.
Great idea, Oz. You're welcome in my personal space anytime. Stop it, Joy. Stop. You're gonna make me act up. You're gonna make me act up looking at me with those eyes. Stop it. By which I mean you can sit next to me around the campfire. For now. Joy winks at you, and the feeling it gives you is warmer than the glow from any campfire. Alright. Oh, bring out your flask. I'll take a gamble, just because I have no idea what any of this means. Ah! Welcome, welcome! You new here? I was just here. But okay. Don't fret, let me explain how this works. I will prepare you a drink, the drink of the day. You may choose to drink that one, but if you're not interested, you're lucky. There's a mystery box with a second option. It could be better, it could be worse, but one thing is for sure. It will be mysterious. And these drinks, look, choose whatever you want, but I'm not responsible for whatever you put in your mouth, just like I'm not responsible for remembering what voice I used for you earlier in the video. I'm a wizard in training! For you to test my concoctions is somewhat between kind and reckless. So, get ready and good luck. Okay. Okay, see, I feel like okay. Quite appealing, right? Still don't know if I drink that, but the real question is, will you? I also have this mystery box because at this point, who knows what you drink? I'm nervous about the bees because I literally just took their job and fucked all their trees. So we're taking the box. Give me the box. Give me the box. What's in the box? Ooh, cosmopolitan. The mystery box. So bold of you. Hope you're happy with it. No refunds. What's it do? Cosmopolitan. The Cosmopolitan received its names because it disrupts the very core of the cosmos. Thanks to it, any stat effect is now doubled for you. For better or for worse. Oh no. Oh no. This is the part where I leave before you puke all over. A ciao. Oh no. Oh no, and oh yes. Okay, we cannot mess up for the next 2 days. Okay, so what do we think Joy likes? I'm assuming Joy likes mana and something else. Okay, so the mana's strength. This is intelligence. I don't remember what this was. We're going to intelligence first, I think. Because obviously Joy's going to want somebody smart, you know? That day, while you're hiking through the woods, an angry gnome steps into your path. "Halt, giant beast!" he cries. "If it is passage you seek, you must first answer riddles 3. Riddle number 1. How is a raven like a writing desk? That's a tough call, but you give your answer. You punt the gnome into the sky and continue on your merry way. Damn straight. Apparently that was the correct answer because nobody else tries to fuck with you. So you gain +2 wisdom. Oh, fuck off, brother. I don't want you. You managed to extricate yourself from that situation just in time to nearly trip over Calculester. He's crouched on the ground, intently studying his glass prison full of ants. I mean his ant farm. That's what those are called. Oh, friend, Oz. How pleasant to see you. Probably. As you can see, I am once again attempting to understand the complexities of organic life by way of this ant terrarium. Their brief, numerous lives provide the perfect data set for training my neural net. If only all beings died and reproduced so rapidly. In the course of my research, however, I have begun to worry. Are these ants spiritually fulfilled? Tell me, Oz, as an expert on organic life, does spiritual fulfillment consist of dragging food through tunnels and then vomiting into the mouth of your all-powerful queen? That's a deep question. I mean, my man. She is your queen, you know? You're not sure you even have a soul, let alone spiritual fulfillment, but whatever it is, it's probably not the vomit thing. And you tell him so. Oh dear. If my little ant friends are not spiritually fulfilled, how will I ever be able to deduce the true nature of happiness from their behavior? Friend Oz, please help me. How can I catapult this humble ant society to higher plane of existence? Your first thought is with an actual catapult, but Damien borrowed yours for homework a few weeks back and never returned it. Time for plan B. The ants need something to look forward to besides eating and dying. Introduce them to the Word of God. Help the ants appreciate the zany side of work by creating and producing The Office, but for ants. Okay. Office for ants. Ah, this is why I consult organic beans whenever possible. I never would have come up with such a solution. I did give them all tiny ant-sized televisions because staring at screens seems to be one of the main ways organic express their self-actualization. Fucking facts. Subscreen. Hello, friends looking at screens. But I never got as far as actual broadcasting anything on those screens. It is a brilliant idea. Bolstered by Calculester's encouragement, you set about creating a hilarious slice of life comedy starring John Krasinski, Jenna Ant Fisher, and a regular Steve Carell somehow. Steve Carell. My apologies to the GOAT. The Office, but for ants, is a huge success. The ants share their favorite gifs on Ant Twitter and compare the drudgery of their own work to the hilarious drudgery of the TV show. This is fantastic. The simple creation of a wacky facsimile of the ants' dull and unfulfilling lives have somehow made them more fulfilled. But this delicate equilibrium is short-lived. Soon, Office Mania reaches such heights that the ants aren't just content to watch it, they want to live it. You watch in horror as the ants create tiny ant offices filled with ant copy machines, ant bureaucracy, and an ant ennui? Ennui? I don't know what that word means. Damn, dude. Alright, Monster Camp. You guys are making me boost my vocabulary. Before long, all the ants are so busy filing reports and competing for meaningless promotions that they forgot to gather food. Oh, no. The ants are in danger of dying out because of too much capitalism. Quick, introduce them to a more wholesome entertainment property. In a desperate bid to save Ant Society, you broadcast the 1998 DreamWorks animated feature, Ants. The good news is that it reinstills the value of ant-related activities in the populace. Bad news is that the movie sucks so bad it destroys their faith in entertainment forever. In fact, merely handling the Ants DVD has sapped you of 4 wisdom, 2 dexterity. Calculaster, can we just not have to deal with you, buddy? We gotta go back to the woods. We gotta go back to the woods, try to get at least 10 smarts, you know? That day, you go searching for the woods for edible wildflowers to make a delicious wildflower soup. You heard that some well-known flowers like lilies and tulips are actually poisonous. You decide to find out which flowers are bad by eating them. A few hours later, you've vomited up all the contents of your stomach and have a comprehensive list of which flowers not to put in the soup next time. Nice! You gain +2 wisdom. Wildflower soup forever. Huge news. Milo Apia has agreed to let you and Calculaster follow them around for the afternoon. Cal wants Milo to teach him how to truly enjoy life. You're just really into Milo. Or Cal.
Milo Belladonna.
Milo, I said Milo.
Here at last.
Ah, I adore the woods. Don't they make you want to meander a little? Here, Oz, take my picture while I pretend to be lost amongst the trees. Milo, Milo, it has been so helpful to observe your behavior. Based off my observations, in order to better enjoy life, I need to meander spontaneously roughly 833% more often. Suddenly, a terrifying old lady jumps out from behind a tree. Shit! It's the Baba Yaga, the witch who lives in the woods and complains a lot. Ah! I have caught you, naughty children! Look at you, you little rats! Just wandering left and right like you own the place. Are these woods your house or something? Oh, what a good question. I suppose, in a way, all beautiful places feel like home to me, so yes, this forest is our house, metaphorically. Wait! So you naughty children actually do live in the woods? Since I also live in the woods, that technically makes us neighbors. And since we're neighbors, it's your duty to cat sit for me while I'm on vacation. I'm going to a convention for child-eating enthusiasts, and someone must care for Mr. Beanzo. The Baba Yaga pulls a big, fluffy cat out of her sleeve and hands it to Calculaster. Well, I am programmed to be a friendly neighbor. Just to confirm that this task is within my capabilities, how long will you be gone? Who knows? It could be 2 hours or 2 years. Goodbye, naughty children. The Baba Yaga throws a smoke bomb on the ground, and when it clears, she's gone. And Calculaster is holding Mr. Beanzo. Your cat sitting now, baby. I find this series of events very stressful. Cats are such enigmatic life forms. I barely have any knowledge on how to care for them. Am I holding Mr. Beanzo correctly? Oh, don't worry about your little metal head. Cats are easy to take care of. We just need to respect the cat's emotions, be good listeners, and never go to bed angry, obviously. Milo, I just ran that statement through my meaning detection algorithm, and it is returning numerous errors. Can you clarify how to properly take care of Mr. Beanzo? Ugh. Fine, you caught me. I don't know anything about cats. Besides the fact that they drive huge views to video content, but I have no idea how to keep them alive or whatever. Milo, I don't even remember what it is. It's just sort of swap in my head. Milo and Calculaster both turn to you, hoping that you'll have some knowledge that will help here. But hey, you didn't even know what a cat looked like until very recently. Suddenly, Mr. Beanzo starts meowing over and over again. What the hell? Oh, poor little Mr. Beanzo. He must be hungry. Or angry? Or maybe he's depressed. Is it Anui? What do we do? Ugh, Mr. Beanzo. Shit. You're out of time. Make up your mind quick. What the fuck does this cat want? Mr. Beanzo is obviously meowing to assert his dominance. We must show the cat that we recognize its authority as Alpha. Bow! to Mr. Beans. That's a straight up fact. Mr. Beanzo just wants all cats want to drive a bitchin' Ferrari. Oh. Oh my god. Oz is obviously correct. Mr. Beanzo is demanding that we make him our god. Let's supplicate ourselves to him immediately. Oh. Okay. In order to show Mr. Beanzo his obvious supremacy over me, I will, continue to hold him in a comfortable position. And I, Milo, shall write a poem for this cat. It will be a spoken poem, and it will be so beautiful that Mr. Beanzo's name will be forever painted across pages of history. On the spot, Milo improvises a poem about how cute Mr. Beanzo's paws are. It's the most emotionally moving poem of all time, and you're different after hearing it. I am still confused as to the overall functions of poetry, but that was amazing. However, Mr. Beanzo is still meowing. Oz. You attempt to demonstrate your subservience to Mr. Beanzo by laying on the ground, rolling onto your back, and exposing your soft elderbelly. He's still meowing. It wasn't enough, Oz. Do something. Something more degrading. You give Mr. Beanzo control all of your bank accounts and email passwords. Mr. Beanzo seems to be unsatisfied. Please, Odd, adequately supplicate yourself. I worry this cat will soon die from over meowing. Fuck! At this point, you'll do anything to show this cat that it's in control of your life. You give Mr. Beanzo the shirt off your back. You tell him all of your darkest secrets. And finally, this fucking cat stops meowing. But only after you got an I'm Mr. Beanzo's biggest fan tattoo. Children! I have returned from my convention. I ate several naughty children and even a naughty toddler. Now give Mr. Beanzo back to the Baba Yaga, or else I'll cook you into a pie for a post-convention snack. Holy shit. That was emotionally demoralizing, but at least you're done cat sitting now, and you can hang out with your hot friends again. How odd, Oz. After watching you demean yourself in front of that cat, I am perceiving you as much less appealing.
I can't be seen with you.
Unplug yourself, Calculuster. Huh, me too. I think it's just Oz's fundamental lack of dignity, you know? Let's get out of here, Calc. Oh no, you yet again. Mr. Beanzo has outsmarted you at every turn. You tremble in fear of his mighty feline authority and lose -4 wisdom and 2 mana. Damn, oh no, the last day of summer's approaching? It's hard. Okay, we have 2 mana. We have 12 mana and 10 charisma, and that is it. I don't think anybody's... We're taking ourselves, bro. Can I just... Yeah, none of them. Fuck you guys.
Goodbye, comfort zone.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, no, screw you. We ain't going anywhere. You ask none of them. Why? You're unsure. But this mystery gets solved when later that day, when you get a call from your mother. She wants to know how you're doing. You tell her about how sad you are and going to be going to the meteor shower alone. Oh, honey, she says, I think the time has come to tell you you have a strange disease that stops you from asking anyone for a date. It's called utter fear of rejection. I'm sorry to be the one to breaking the news, but remember to eat your vegetables. Oh, no. You spend the meteor shower alone. Your mom calls you. She's like your best friend. And hey, we think having a good relationship with your mom, with your parents is healthy and good, but here, this is coded as having failed, you loser. Yeah, okay, well, fuck you for putting Calculuster so much on my screen, okay? I didn't want him. He yelled at me every time, and then he just kept showing up. Ugh. 1 new special stuff. Alright, let's see our future. Oh, it's pretty. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what could be coming for us next. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older, and I can see it. How those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned to tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epic adventures, our epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Except for us. Even today, I can still close my eyes and I'm there. On that last summer night. feeling like I was just starting to live life. Alone. Oh, it's a banger. With all my friends around that campfire. So young and unafraid. And so ready to start.
Welcome to the streamer version of the
That's me! That's me! I'm making s'mores with my friends. See, I don't need a date. I got my 2 little buddies with me. Oh, there's me and Calculus. We got Scott and Polly in the background. Is that a Minotaur? That's a smiling fish. This is a bop. You know, we might not see Brian got some, so that's good for him. You know, Oz's adventure so far through Monster High and Monster Camp may not be going as well as we thought. But senior year is going to be different for Oz. And we'll have one more summer to come back with Oz to see if we can really get something going. But till then, let's just dance. Let's just enjoy the time. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks very much for hanging out with me. I've been Hail Tales, and I'll catch you guys next time.